Assalamu alaikum. This is Muhammad from Accurate Systems, and in this session, we'll show you how you can track and manage an opportunity and convert it into an RFP, prepare your bid, and inshallah win your bid. And once your bid is won, how you can convert it into a project. So this demo again will take you into multiple steps. The first step is to receive and prepare an RFP, and then create an opportunity in ERPNext from that RFP or based on that RFP, and then link the opportunity to this RFP, and then prepare bidding items, finalize your bid accordingly, and then once you win the bid, convert it to a project, and then how to manage your project, the procurement and the materials that you need for the project. We are using ERPNext. This is the home page of ERPNext. This is a busy page because I'm using the administrator role, which has all the access. So we will start from the CRM side, and let us say we will create a new opportunity. I will just click here and create an opportunity. Say this is an existing customer, and that is our customer, right? And let us say that at this stage we are not, these are the stages that you can choose for your opportunity, and then later on we can discuss opportunity management in more detail. But let us say now that we are preparing a proposal or quotation for this opportunity. Now, from within this opportunity, I want to create an RFP to link it to this opportunity. So from here, I can click the plus sign next to RFP, and that will open the page for creating a new RFP. Now, so let's go back here. And we said first step is where you receive and prepare your RFP. So let us say, for example, this is sample RFP page that you have received from your customer. طبعا typically the RFP comes in multiple structures and different wordings. You see here bold and different formats, multiple tabs. Some are empty, some have text, and so what we will need to do is to massage the data in this RFP. So what we have done is to copy this unstructured data, and we just created a neat, clean file that contains serial number of the RFP items, the description, the unit of measure, and the quantities required in the RFP. This file is a temporary file that we will be using soon in our RFP document in the system. Now, back to the system. So I am here. I am about to upload the items into my RFP. Let me just save this RFP. Now I have a reference number for the RFP that I am about to manage. In this table, which you can see now it's empty, I will upload the RFP items. Instead of entering it, I can enter them manually one by one, but instead of doing that, I can upload the Excel sheet, and I will just do upload. And this one is the file that I have prepared. I'll just upload it, and you can see that my items have been uploaded into the system. Now I have a copy of the RFP document into my system, which makes it more dynamic and living document. I'll save this document. Now, from the RFP, I can create my bidding document. Sometimes you receive an RFP and you can create 2 bidding documents, maybe 3. Some companies can submit bid option 1 and bid option 2, and this is why you can click the plus whenever you need to prepare a bidding document. So let's go ahead and prepare our bid, and just to line with our. So now we received the RFP, we prepared it, we created the opportunity, and we linked the opportunity to the RFP, and we uploaded the items. Now we are preparing the bid. Okay, when I create the system, I create the bid. And you can see now the details of the bid come from the RFP document. Its status is multiple status. Either I'm still building it, I'm submitting it, or eventually, مثلا, I will win this bid. You can see also that the RFP items have been also copied into the bid document. Now, I have a choice that I can submit fully. This bid has many items, probably 66, 67 items. I can submit fully or submit partially, so I can delete whatever items I want to remove from this bid, or I can keep them all. Now, let me save the bid. This is a draft bid. As you can see, it is a draft. Now, I will go into the development of the pricing structure for the bid. Now, this is, as most of the cases, is a very, very dynamic and very sophisticated process, because usually you communicate with your suppliers, you receive multiple quotations from multiple suppliers for several items. Your design and engineering team also produce many documents. So what we have allowed is that in this section, you can add multiple documents that will support you in developing the pricing structure. For example, I am uploading a document that I have received from my supplier. Let's say it's a drawing document, and I will just choose any file and attach it. All right. Just pick up any file, and now I have it here. And the same way, I can add many files. Now all of my documents are here, but they will just be the input for me to determine at what price I will put for those bidding items. Before going into the details of the items, I can also say that in general, for this bid, my default risk is going to be 10%. I'm hoping to get in general GP level of 15%, for example, and my overhead is usually 10%. Okay. Once I create the defaults, okay, they will be populated, as you see, in the bid items. I'll just do update calculation, and that will fix the defaults for each item accordingly. Now, this doesn't mean that I will go the same way for all items, but this is just a default value that I can start with. Now I can edit each item. For example, I'll edit this item. Okay. Dismantling all the existing floors. Okay. I can say that I will not, my unit cost for this quantity. Let me just update quantity so that it becomes more meaningful. let's say quantity is 100. Now, if my unit cost is 10, then you can see with GP of 15%, risk 10%, overhead 10%, we have set the formula here that this is how we calculated the total value based on those formulas. All right, but I could say that for this item specifically, my overhead is usually 20%, okay? And risk is also 20%, and the calculations will be done accordingly. Same way I can do for all of items. Now I can save my document. And once I save my document, then it is ready to be taken to the next step. Now, on top of this, we can create a workflow to review a bidding document, approve it, etc. But we will not do that in this short demo version. Let us assume that this is ready to go, and I can then submit my bid. And now it's a firm bid. You can always see that I can prepare a printing format for the bid that will make it ready to go for submittal. And of course, the formatting also we can cover it in a different discussion. It's very flexible formatting. I can change any structure in the formatting. I can add cover letters. I can remove many of the calculations, for example, the risk and what have you. I can just keep totals. All of those options are available. Now my bid is, let us say we got the good news and I have won the bid. So I'll just go ahead and mark it as won, click update, and now the bid is ready to be converted into a project. Now, what this means is all of my commitment, all of my proposal or bid has become a commitment between me and my customers. So when I create a project, the new project that I have created, let's just open it in full page. Okay, let's just call the project gate 02 or gate 04. With that, all of those bid items are brought into the project for reference purposes, not for calculation purposes. And we need to explain that. The project spending and the project activities are not directly linked to the commitment of the bid items between you and your customer. Typically, it includes supply of materials, construction, services, rental of equipment, which can span multiple bid items or multiple time periods that are not necessarily directly linked to the bid item that you specify there. But it is kept here for reference purposes because once you create a project, the project itself becomes almost like a department of its own, meaning that your spending will be contained within that project. Even your revenues can be contained within that project. You can see that the project has sales activities. You can generate multiple sales orders, invoices, delivery notes, etc., etc. You can also see that you can produce purchase orders, purchase receipts, and invoices against the project. And accordingly, you want to make sure that your purchases, your spending is correlated to your bid commitment or your project commitment. So in that sense, for example, if the project manager needs to buy equipment or material or service, the project manager can go ahead and create a purchase receipt or a purchase order, either way. And the project manager can buy from, for example, the supplier, right? And again, I have same reference to bid items, but in this specific purchase receipt, of course, I need to refer only to the specific bid items that are related to this purchase. So in that sense, I will delete everything else and keep only the items that I need. You can see I can delete the rest as well and keep 1.4 and 1.5. This is a big list. Just kept it here to ensure that you see the full picture. Now, what am I going to buy? Let me say let's say I'm buying a transformer, for example. Okay, 100 of those, and that's that. And this becomes a purchase receipt, and then it takes its own process to receive the equipment, and then the tax calculation, warehousing, and accordingly when I receive the invoices from the supplier. But in this sense, I have now mapped my spending to the project, but not to the project in general, but also to the specific bid items in that project. And this is what we have mentioned in step 6, which is managing the project procurement. Of course, I can go check my report, go to the report view, and I can check purchase. I can check for whatever report, what are the equipment that I have bought against this bid, for example, or against that specific item. I'm hoping that this is a quick, informative demo that explains to you how we have captured the process from prospecting an opportunity or a customer all the way to including your bid into your project management structure. Thank you. And we are ready for any question. Take care.